His pass is off the stick of Logan Stankoven. Down into the Carolina zone. The Moran for Anderson. Side of the net is chopped off the outside of the goal. Had it poked off his stick. There, Jankowski follows up. Now at the point, Goss is there towards the net. Knocked down. Roslovic got it to the net, and it's covered up by Montembeault. For Carrier. Up for Matheson. Mike Matheson. Down the wing, passed it by Burns, put it towards the net. Evans was going there to win off a hurricane to the net. Kachekov.
I like that Armia's back on that fourth line with Evans. I think that's a really good idea to put him back there and move line A up. It's going to run. It's going to function a lot better for the Habs.
Here's Slavkovsky with it. Here is Slavkovsky, sends it over to Kaden Guhle. Guhle with a shot, scores! Guhle gets Montreal on the board first.
Guhle does the right thing. He doesn't rush it up the ice. He goes behind the net. He waits for the line change to happen. Then it's a clean exit. As I mentioned earlier, they flow through the neutral zone with speed. They back off Carolina. Slavkovsky turns up. Guhle makes his way up the ice, and then he just steps in to take this shot. And look who's standing in front of the net is Caulfield. But it's the, especially under pressure. He's been so good.
Caulfield jumps on the puck. He got it to Suzuki with a shot, and it's grabbed by the glove of Kochetkov. Jankowski will feed it to the point. Walking the line with it. Fensori tried to get it through in his NHL debut tonight for Dominic Fensori. Line pushed it back to the net. Hudson goes after it. Roslovic is there. Jack Roslovic centered it in front. Cleared away by Guhle. Canadians skated out. Line to center. Pass over for Demidov. He'll drag the puck. Look at the move, and he missed on the short side.
He's the type of guy that can create something solely on his own.
Here comes Caulfield in alone, and he put it up over the net. Caulfield to grab the pass at center and get the breakaway, trying to increase the lead. Doesn't have a goal against Carolina in 8 career games as Slavkovsky snaps it on net. He's a minus 14 in those games, so trying to improve on that as well. Pass across, and that'll lose Kotkaniemi. Here's Hall. Sends it up to Walker. Walker in front. Pass was blocked by Montembeault. Scores! Taylor Hall throws it to the front of the net, and it banks in. And the Hurricanes have tied the game at 1.
That might have went off Svechnikov. I'm not 100% sure. Hall is making his way to the bench, so probably not. It might have gone off Guhle's knee or Svechnikov's knee. Walker does a nice job of shifting around Anderson, and that's what gets him to the front of the net. Now, the first play from Walker, the rebound kicks out. Watch this thing come out right here, and as Hudson tries to step up on Hall, he turns around and gets it to the net, and I believe this goes off of Guhle. We'll get a good look at it here. Watch that left knee right there. Yeah, unfortunate bounce for the Canadians. Pocket, take away your time and space very, very quickly as you get into their zone.
Carrier down along the boards. Floats it to the net, and it's scooped up. Bumped by Hudson. Guhle moves it for Caulfield. Off the boards to the point. Walker fires it on net. Stopped by Montembeault. Hall that's on it. Hall drags it in, stops in the corner. Goes back to the point. Burns with a shot kicked out by Montembeault. Drive by Orlov well wide. Hall will take it, put it off the leg of Suzuki, and that puck does not get out. Suzuki thought it did. Hall in front with a chance. Oh, and he snapped it wide. Hit Suzuki. He'll bat it out to center. Orlov is there. Up ahead for Hall, who tips it in, and Carrier is on it. Suzuki knocked it to the point, going towards the net, and Montembeault forced to make the stop, and Laine sends Fensori flying as Brind'Amour will skate it back up for Carolina. Brind'Amour drops it. Carrier follows up with a shot right on, and it's stopped by Montembeault. Hurricanes get it to center. Here comes Taylor Hall with it. Hall snaps it towards the net. Off the glove of Montembeault, and he comes up with a great glove save.
It was off the knee of Guhle, but here he is again, dragging it and shooting it through the legs of Carrier.
But off the stick of Hudson, Svechnikov played it over to Hall with a shot. That got blocked. Hall to the point for Burns. Over to Orlov, snap towards the net. Montembeault will squeeze it. Knocked down by Guhle. Burns throws it in front, picked off by Slavkovsky. He'll lift it in the air, up for Suzuki. Catches the pass to Caulfield, off the post. Put it off the post, and a penalty now coming up to Slafkovsky.
That is dangerous. Slafkovsky with the Hail Mary that lands right into the glove of Suzuki. And as we've seen so many times, Suzuki, great backhand saucer to Caulfield. He can skate right into it. And unfortunately, he's going to clank this off the iron. And
Burns plays it over for Nadeau. Down along the goal line, Walker stopped by Montembeault, rebound, batted to the net by Kotkaniemi, and Montembeault makes a big save.
Too much room there, and he's a right-hand shot, so his stick is what you're looking at. What is his stick seeing?
Hands it out, Suzuki, over to Carrier. Carrier's shot was blocked. Slafkovsky jumping on the loose puck, trying to get in front of Jankowski. Carrier's got it. Suzuki, right, shoots, scores!
They have to ante in this game, and they get into the zone, and I thought the first time into the zone, they overpassed it. They got to start putting pucks towards the net. Too many passes. This time, Carrier finds the seam, and Suzuki finds the spot in the ice that's quiet. He looks to the spot. Everyone's watching Caulfield come out of the corner. No one has picked up Suzuki, and he is one of the hottest players in the league since Four Nations, and he gets an opportunity to stop it, pick his head up,
trying to hold off the check of Gostisbehere. Lost his stick. Gostisbehere did as Hudson fired it down to Caulfield. Caulfield waiting. Back to the point. Goalie coming in. Scores!
The controlled breakout. They didn't like it the first time, so they do it again. And Suzuki and Caulfield are going to make their transitional switch. Suzuki up the middle. Here comes the breakout. I mentioned their exits have been very good tonight, and it's led to offensive zone time. So now Caulfield, Suzuki do their thing down low, and Carolina is guilty of dropping and collapsing way too much and giving Gouli way too much time. We saw too much time on the Suzuki goal.
Cross-ice pass, trying to connect with Hall, and he's taken to the boards by Jake Evans. Gallagher springs Anderson. Josh Anderson stopped by Kochetkov. It's a breakaway and might have put the roof off the building here and sealed the deal, but Kochetkov comes up with a big save. Cleared to the line, but held in by Orlov. Orlov pressured by Anderson. Dmitry Orlov trying to hold off Anderson. Throws it to that tip. Montembeault fights off through to the crease. They score. Tyson Jost bangs it in. And Carolina is within one. It's 3-2.
Well, Dmitry Orlov kind of on a wire, high wire, along the blue line. To the line. You see him scrambling along the blue line, and all of a sudden, he's just going to turn around and lay this to the net. And I'm not sure if the puck gets tipped out in front of Montembeault, but eventually it's going to bounce off the ground, hit Montembeault, and it's kind of bouncing around. I think Nadeau might have tipped that thing, and then Tyson Jost, all he does is circle around the top, and eventually this puck is going to rattle around and come back through the legs of Montembeault, and good on Jost to kind of search it up.
Hands it off for Gostisbehere. Hall dropped it back. Kotkaniemi left it for Hall. Shoots off the post. Taylor Hall nearly got his second of the night.
5 minutes left when this play cranks off the post. Kotkaniemi comes in, he drives back to D, then drops it to Taylor Hall, who tries to go short side upstairs and clanks it off the post, and then here's a puck that Montembeault sees.
Well, push back Burns and Suzuki. And a scramble off the draw, picked up, Evans down the ice, scores! Jake Evans! And it's a collective sigh of relief for the building now.
Watch Suzuki come right through, because the last time, remember that shot that came to the net off the lost draw? Well, this time Suzuki fills that gap, and Evans does a nice job of battling Kotkaniemi, searching the puck out, and then ripping this dead center of the net. And this will do it.